guys, welcome back to my channel. I forgot to do an intro when I actually filmed this, so I decided to just do a little quick intro to kind of explain what's going on, but I'm going to be showing you guys my nighttime routine when I do it solo, which is a lot. For about 5 months out of the year, my husband has a second job. He officiates high school and college basketball, so he's gone a lot, and I have just had to learn how to do the evening routine by myself with the kiddos. So I've got 3 kiddos, a 6-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 5-month-old now. It's tough. The last I would say the first 2 months that I had the baby, it was just survival every night. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was survival. So I feel like now that she has a little bit more of a schedule, I can do some of those routines that I had previously to make just a smoother evening routine. So I'm going to show you starting with dinner and just kind of working our way really past bedtime. Everything that I do from the time that they eat to kind of when I go to bed. So, or when I start work, which I'll explain in the video. So anyway, this is a nighttime routine with 3 kids, no husband. I know that there's probably a lot of you out there that do the same thing. Either your husbands are working, or you're a single mom, or your husband's deployed. Whatever the case is, I would love to hear some tips and tricks that you guys do, because I'm always learning new things and better ways to just have a smoother evening. We all know that the evening time is so hard with kids, whether you have 1, 2, 3, 10, whatever, it's just tough. Anyway, enjoy. So here I am actually pumping. This is my evening pumping session, and I wanted to show you guys this because this is kind of a difficult time of day. Dinner is actually in the oven, and Brielle is just sitting here while I pump, and you'll see here in a minute that the boys come over and join us, and they're just building a little kit that we had gotten at Target. So we're just going to hang out right here while I finish pumping. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my very sad small stash in the fridge. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be done pumping here soon. But anyway, so I just store that, and then I'm going to start getting dinner ready, which it's embarrassingly a very sad dinner as well. But you know what? That is life with 3 kids when you're by yourself sometimes. So tonight we're having, those are turkey dogs from Trader Joe's. And I think I ended up pairing it with like some green beans and I think some macaroni, maybe. I couldn't remember what I ended up giving them. But anyway, so we just sit here, have our dinner. Sometimes I eat with them. Sometimes I'll just wait till they all go to bed to eat. But tonight we all sat at the table and ate. And as you can see, my son is very into the camera. You'll see throughout this whole night. But anyway, we decided to give Brielle avocado for the first time, actually. We were eating avocado and decided to give her a little bite, so that was kind of fun. So anyway. After dinner, we head to the bathroom to do bath time. We usually start this at like 7. Sometimes I'll even start it at 6:30, just depending on how the night goes. The boys play really well after bath time in their room, just quietly, so I don't mind starting that earlier because then they can just kind of hang out while I give Brielle a bath. But they just jumped in the shower. They're going to take a shower really quick. Usually I'll do showers on nights where we're kind of running out of time. And Brielle will just sit there while they do a bath. I try to put all the clothes up and get ahead of the cleaning. I had to insert this little clip right here because it looks like Brielle just waved. I thought that was so funny. So anyway, the boys begged for her to take a bath with them. So they wanted to take a bath, so I decided I would put her in the bath with them and just bathe her in there, which was totally fine. The boys are clean, so the bath water's clean. And as I'm undressing her, I realize that she had a poopy diaper, so I had to take her to go change her and clean her up before she got in the bath. But I will put her in the bathtub, and at this time, it's usually I give her a bath around 7:15-ish. That'll give me enough time to do the rest of her routine and have her in bed by no later than 8. So that's what we did this night. So the boys get dried off, they go get their pajamas on, and Brielle is still in the bathtub at this time. I'm sitting right next to her so I can see her. And then they come back in, and I comb their hair, and then we brush our teeth. So Beckham can brush his teeth at night. I usually will let him if he wants to, and then I will brush them for sure after he's done, because I just don't trust a 6-year-old to brush his teeth well at night. So here I am just brushing their teeth, and then after they brush their teeth, they're going to go back in their room and they're going to play quietly. I just put the lamp on in their room, and they sit in there real quietly and play while I finish up Brielle's bath and end up getting her ready for bed. Also, a lot of times, you'll see here in a second, I will sometimes clean the bathroom while they're in the bathtub, and I kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but I'm just kind of wiping on the counters right there. And then I will take Brielle into her room. Both their rooms are right across from the bathroom, so it's, works out. And I'm just in here, I'm gonna get her dressed and ready for bed. First, I will put her diaper on, her onesie. She puts a onesie on every single night because we do the Magic Merlin sleep suit. So I just, I have this on underneath her suit. And once I have her dressed, we will go check on the boys and make sure they're situated and ready to just hang out in their room. And then I will go make her bottle. If I haven't already made it, which usually that's the case. And that blind right there bothered me so much when I was editing this video, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, so as you see, I just turned off their light, and I'm telling him right now that he needs to clean up this mess before I come back in. So he's gonna pick up a little bit while I go make Brielle's bottle, and then give her bottle and put her to bed. And we will do the same exact thing every single night, including bath time, just so that she, understands what's going on. I think this has really helped with the sleep training. But here I'm fixing, you can see she's trying to get her bottle. I'm gonna feed her bottle in this chair. I just kind of lightly rock her and feed her bottle. I usually have the lights off, but obviously I was trying to film this for you guys, so I left the lamp on, but usually everything's off and the hallway light is on. And I'll just sit here, one of my favorite times of the day, and she'll usually drink her entire bottle. And sometimes she falls asleep, sometimes she doesn't. This night she actually did fall asleep. And so here I am just putting her in her crib. And if she wakes up, she usually just goes right back to sleep, so. Right after I put Brielle down, I go straight into their room and I read them a book. Usually when Daddy's home, it's a story, so they much prefer when Dad's home, but we'll read a book, and then they'll get in bed and go to sleep. They're usually in bed by, I like for them to be in bed by 8, but you know, solo, sometimes it's about 8:15, sometimes even 8:30. And this is when I feel like my night actually begins. I will come out to the kitchen and clean the kitchen. I do this 9 out of 10 nights. I mean, I cannot stand going to bed with a dirty kitchen, so I will come in here, clean the kitchen. I usually don't clean the microwave out, but it was really dirty. So I just wiped down the counters. I had already put the dishes in the sink right after dinner, so I didn't have too much to do, but just wipe down the counters and then put up this mess. So I'll do the dishes, clean the entire kitchen, and then move on to the next room. Just throwing in some oatmeal cookies for Ryan and I. I knew he'd be home later that evening, and I just thought it would be nice to come home to some baked cookies. Plus, I thought it would be a nice little treat after I did all this cleaning. And lastly, I'm going to clean the living room. Those are the 3 areas that I like to clean at night: the kitchen, the breakfast nook, and the living room. If I can wake up and those 3 areas are clean, it's a much better start to my day. that is it, you guys. This is a very, very typical night for me. After I'm done cleaning, I will work on orders for my Etsy shop and my blog and videos if I have time. But I hope you guys enjoyed that and got a little peek into my evening as a mom when my hubby is gone. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and like it. I appreciate it, guys.